Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back, and if you're new here, thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Guys, I posted this video and you guys literally loved this video so much, and you supported me, you subscribed. I gained a lot of new subscribers, and now we are 200 plus. Guys, thank you so much. I do not take your support for granted, and I hope to serve you better. Okay, thank you for all the love you showed me on that video. I am so grateful. So because of the love you guys showed me on that video, I have decided to make a more detailed version of that video. So if you feel like your hair is stuck at one length and your hair is not growing, and you have basically tried everything and your hair is still stuck and you're not seeing results, then this video is for you. You need to keep on watching, because I'm going to be very detailed in this video, and I'm going to be sharing my practical tips that has helped me to grow out my hair to mid back length. This is currently what my hair is looking like, and this is what my hair used to look like before. And if you don't have like my type of hair, you don't need to be worried, because these tips I'm about to share are general tips that works literally for every hair types. So without wasting much of your time, let's jump right into this video. So the first tip I have for you guys is gentleness. I feel like a lot of people are not being gentle on their hair. I feel like a lot of people are being hard on their hair, and the everyday mistake I see that people make is whenever they are trying to comb their hair, they are always combing their hair as if they are fighting with their hair, and it is very, very bad. It is going to cause breakage, and you're not going to see the results you want to see because you are being hard on your hair, or you don't really know that what you are doing is actually a bad thing for your hair. So the first thing you want to do whenever you are combing your hair is to section your hair. You guys know how natural hair tangles up every day, every now and then. So you want to make sure that you're not combing your hair all together. Whenever I comb my hair, I like to section my hair, because anytime you see me combing my hair out all together, it is because my hair is already detangled properly before I start combing it. So a lot of mistakes I see that people do on a daily basis is that, number one, they comb their hair whenever their hair is dry, and they don't section their hair whenever they are combing their hair, and a lot of mistakes. So the first thing you want to do when you are combing your hair is to section your hair. Make sure your hair is in sections. Then make sure you are spraying your hair with water, or what I like to do is I mix my leave-in conditioner with my water, then I go ahead and spray it on my hair. So you want to make sure that you either do that or you spray water on your hair. If you don't have leave-in conditioner, just spray water on your hair first. Spray and make sure that you start combing your hair from the length before working your way up to your roots, because a lot of people just comb their hair. In fact, people don't even start from the length any longer. What they like to do is to comb from the roots. They're just combing. Your hair will break off and it will never grow. It will be stunted. It will be stuck at one length, and you keep complaining that your hair is not growing. So let's take, for example, if you go to a place and
you're not treated with care and love, and you're not treated like the VIP that you are, girl.
you're going to leave and you're not going to come back again. So you want to achieve a thriving hair, and you don't want to treat your hair as if it has a mind of its own. Your hair has a mind of its own, and if you're not taking care of it properly, if you're not handling it with care, if you're always hard on it and you're always rough with your hair will leave you. Like, the hair will say, I'm done here. Let me even leave the head of this person, because this person literally doesn't care about me. That's basically what your hair is going to say. If your hair can talk, that's what your hair is going to say to you. So you want to make sure that you are always treating your hair with care. It is part of your body, so these things should not be hard. It should not even be something difficult. Your hair is part of your body, okay? So you want to make sure that you are combing that hair with care, and you want to make sure that you are not combing your hair when you are in a bad mood, when you are sad, when you are angry, so that you will be patient enough to detangle your hair while you are combing it. The first thing you want to do, like I said, section your hair. Make sure your hair is in section. Make sure you spray your hair with water and leave-in conditioner. before start combing your hair, and make sure you're using a wide tooth comb, because if you are using all this comb that you're not supposed to use for your hair, all these tiny combs, it is going to break off your hair. That's the reason why a lot of you complain that your hair is breaking. Most of the time, you are the one breaking the hair by yourself. Don't be rough. Don't comb it as if you are fighting with it, as if it's World War III. You want to make sure that you are gentle. You are combing it with care. You are gentle. You are using your fingers to detangle any tangle, any knot. You are removing it. So the next tip I have for you is moisture and hydration. So a lot of reasons why our hair is not growing is because our hair lacks moisture. I say this in almost all my videos. It's because our hair lacks moisture and our hair is not hydrated. So if you have a plant at home and you are not wetting the plant where you are supposed to wet the plants, will the plants grow? The plants will not grow. The plants will just be stuck, and sometimes the plants will even end up becoming bad and might even end up drying up, so and falling out. That's how your hair is. You have to treat your hair like a plant. If your hair is not always hydrated, it is not going to grow. Moisture is the key to length retention. That's just the key. Like, your hair is locked because you are not giving it the moisture that it requires. Natural hair is prone to dryness. Natural hair dries out a lot. So you want to make sure that you're always moisturizing your hair. You're always keeping your hair hydrated. Hydration is so important, you guys. It is very, very important. And I have made tons of videos about hydration. I'm going to list those videos down in the description box below, so you guys can check it out. And they're even YouTube shorts, so they are not long videos or anything. So before you wash your hair, make sure that you have saturated your hair with enough water. Your hair is properly hydrated. Before you start washing your hair, some of you will just carry shampoo and pour on your hair and just start washing it. No, you want to make sure that you have hydrated your hair first before you start washing. And even after washing your hair, it is not enough. You want to make sure that you have moisturized your hair properly before you put it in a protective style. Because if your hair lacks moisture, it's not going to grow, because you are starving it. The hair is hungry. You are not feeding it. You are not feeding the hair what it requires. So the food our hair eats is moisture. If you're not giving it moisture, it will not grow. It will be stuck at one length, and it might even fall off at the end of the day, because the hair is so hungry and you have neglected it so much that, in fact, you cannot cope any longer. To just fall off. So from today, make sure that you are always moisturizing your hair. You're always keeping your hair hydrated. So let's get to the next tip. The next tip I have for you guys is to always keep your hair stretched. I cannot stress this point enough. This is so important. If you want your hair to thrive, and if you want to reduce breakage, you want to make sure that your hair is always, in fact, you're always keeping it stretched. You stretch your hair before you even put it in a protective style, because it makes handling of your hair a whole lot easier. You want to make sure that your hair is always stretched, and it's not every time that you have to use heat to stretch your hair. You can do the African trend. I'm going to insert a clip. I might put it as a B-roll, or I might put it somewhere here as a clip, so you guys can see how I stretch out my hair. Or if you want me to make a detailed video about that, leave it in the comment section and I will make that video for you on how I stretch my hair. And another protective hairstyle you can do that will keep your hair stretched is twists. You can do twists, you can do braids. So those hairstyles are hairstyles that will keep your hair stretched. If your hair is stretched, your hair is easy to work with and it reduces breakage. Tip I have for you guys that has helped me to retain so much length is protein treatment and hair detox. You guys, I have a video that I made when I went to a natural hair salon, simply because I wanted to get a protein treatment. Protein treatment is different from deep conditioning. Deep conditioning is something you have to do regularly. Maybe your every wash day, you have to deep condition every wash day. But protein treatment is not something that you need to do all the time. It's something that you just need to do maybe once in 3 months or once in 6 months, depending on when your hair needs it. So because I got some comments on this video when I said I use professional hair care products instead of DIYs, and somebody dropped a comment and disagreed with my points. saying that DIYs are good for hair. I'm not saying DIYs are bad. I said it in that video that DIYs are not bad, but if you are depending on DIYs to grow your hair, to grow a healthy hair, you guys know I'm all about health of your hair. If you are depending on DIYs, you're not going to see the results that you want. That's why you have to incorporate professional products. So I don't want to go into that because I've made that video already. So me, I'm going to tell you the truth. I deep condition every wash day. I don't skip deep conditioning. Some people will come here and tell you that they don't deep condition every time. But protein treatment is something that I don't do all the time, and that's where DIYs come in. If you are someone that's practicing hair care and you already know what your hair loves, you will know that DIYs are more of protein treatments than just regular moisture and all those things. So you want to make sure that you know the difference between these two. They are not the same. If you are doing only DIYs and you are doing it every time, you are giving your hair too much protein and your hair doesn't need it. Too much protein is bad for your hair. It's just like someone that is eating beans and egg every day for a whole 1 year. It is, if there are people that are eating like that, it is not advisable. Like, it's wrong. I'm going to list out some protein deep conditioners over here. Example of protein treatments are these Ayurvedic treatments. Make sure that you always incorporate protein treatments into your routine and you're going to see your hair thrive. Let's move on to the final tip, which is always protect the ends of your hair. The ends of your hair are so important. They are the oldest part of your hair. Your hair is growing out of your roots, but in order for you to retain that length, you have to protect your ends. Because if you don't protect your ends, you'll be cutting the hair that is growing out of your roots. You'll be cutting it from your ends, and your hair will be stuck at one length. So whenever I make protective style and I discover that my ends are out, I don't like leaving my twist out. One way I like to protect my ends is by, let me show you guys. So instead of leaving out my twist like this, one way I like to protect my ends is by wrapping it up like this and just basically wrapping it around. You guys, this is how I like to protect this is one way I like to protect my ends instead of just leaving it out like that. Another way I like to protect my ends is by using beads. Your ends are very, very fragile. In fact, they are like the softest parts of your hair, because if you just touch it, you see that they are very, very fragile, and if you don't protect them, if you expose them too much, they are going to break off and your hair is not going to grow. Your hair will be stuck at one length and you don't want that. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're always protecting your ends in any way you can. You can do this method I showed you, or you can use beads, or you can just tuck your ends in whenever you, after getting protective style, you can just tuck your ends in. You don't need to expose. Or you look at this hair. I had to tuck it in. I had to tuck my ends in instead of leaving it out like that. So guys, we have come to the end of this video, and if you enjoyed this video and you got value from this video, please subscribe to my channel. It really took a lot of hard work to make this video, and I'll be so delighted if you can subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up down below so that YouTube will push out this video to more people and it will benefit them and I can get discovered. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.